Alright, I'll probably have to draw various pictures. I was looking at pictures in the textbook. So this is magnetic field due to current, and rule number one, the easiest one is straight current, and we want to have two things correct, and that is how the current is flowing. The thumb goes in the direction of the current, and the second thing that you want to have knowledge of is at which point you want to find the magnetic field. So if it is this, I'm going to pretend that this pretension is twofold, so to say. Thumb in the direction of the current. I'm going to pretend I'm curling my right hand fingers around the wire of the current. So if I look at it, it's just going to go around and around. So at this point, the magnetic field is going to be pointing straight in. And on the other hand, on the left side, the magnetic field is going to point out. I didn't bring a lot of arrows. I don't have more than two hands either, but they are going in here, they are curling around like the arrows point the same way. So, in case it helps, behind the wire that is on the same plane, the magnetic field is actually like this, and in front of the wire over here, the magnetic field is this way. So, to draw a 2D picture and extend it to 3D, the arrows are all going to follow the right hand finger. So a little distortion of this same picture essentially is if we have, instead of a straight wire, if we have a circle, and you can pick how you want the current to be, clockwise or counterclockwise.
Clockwise.
Clockwise? Okay, so if it is flowing clockwise, again, the question is, where do you want to find the magnetic field? We can look outside a little bit later, but with the circle at our level, most of the time it is the center of the circle. So I'm again going to pretend thumb in the direction of the current, and I'm trying to grab the wire. So the right hand fingers, as it curls here, the fingers are going to point into the chalkboard. So if I do it on the left hand side, right hand side, thumb in the direction of the current, even here the fingers are going to go in. So the magnetic field is into the chalkboard. And as I was trying to say, that if you look outside here, the fingers are going to curl outside. So outside the magnetic field is pointing this way. So this is right hand rule number one. So right hand rule number one gives us the magnetic field created confusing this morning. Uh, So this is right-hand rule number 2, and for number 1, it actually gives us the force. Which is acting on a moving charge or current, and that is due to a magnetic field. So for simplicity, let's start with the magnetic field that is directed left to right. Any other ones over? And the current which is flowing, do you want up or down?
Up.
Up. A current which is flowing up. So here you want to start with the right hand fingers along the direction of the current and curl it towards the magnetic field. The thumb gives you the direction of the force that the current is going to experience. So here the force is going to be into the chalkboard. So instead of current, if this is a charge moving with the velocity v in the same direction, that is going to be the force. If it is a charge which is negative, moving in the same direction, in that case, the force acting on the charge is going to be opposite to that of what the positive charge experiences, so will be out of the charge. And this is right-hand rule number 1. I do have some. I didn't find any good picture, but there are tons of pictures on Google. I was doing a Google search. Even there, different authors presented differently, but all are basically saying, using words like curl, cross product, and so on, but we don't need all of those things.
Okay.
Any questions? No?
Those are the only questions we had.
I know I told you that the class probably is going to be very short.
I don't know. We might have some more for Wednesday, but we, you know.
For reviewing this exam, what kind of questions? Should you just focus on like the conceptual questions at the back of the book? Or do you think we should be more like the problems?
I think I will let Brady speak.
We asked that. We said, is it more important to study quizzes or tests? And he did say quizzes. Yeah. We asked if it was on multiple choice. He said yes. So, yeah. We already asked those.
Your first and primary exposure to multiple choice questions is essentially the quizzes. So you should study that. I don't think I covered all the topic. It's not possible with 12 or 13 quizzes, but other questions are going to be in the same multiple choice format.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Do you have anything to ask?
I was also curious
firstly, this may or may not be that visible, so let me see where. Did you see it?
Yeah, I have I download the weekly stuff.
Okay, so,
Maybe if there was a time I could talk to you outside of class.
I mean, if you are asking general questions, then
Well, it's just more some of my, what I've been struggling with in the exam.
That's okay, because last week I asked some specific test questions that Brittany got wrong, so you can ask if you want, that might help any of us.
I mean, I think for me, the hard thing has just been timing, for all of the tests. And I've been trying to practice more to improve more on my timing. And I know this will be different because it's multiple choice, but I don't know if you have a good answer for me as far as how to improve, my processing speed or just how I look at these problems. Because I know it's here's what's given, here's what we're looking for. Okay, what's our equation? But I just feel like I'm still really slow with it.
okay. So while you were not part of that conversation on Friday, but it will be a repeat. So I'm going to start with you giving me a number that you think is an average score out of 100 in a physics test.
80?
80?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine with me. So, if it is 80,
That has not been my average.
no, that's fine. 80 is okay. If you you don't have to do the number crunching, but if it is 80 for 60 questions, one needs to answer 48 of them correctly. It happens throughout the semester, 3.5 months is very long. Some topics may be not to your liking, some that you are very confident of. And if both of those are negative, then we are in real trouble. But flip through the pages, it takes only 2 minutes or so to go through the exam booklet. Topic that you are confident about, don't look at others. Oh, this is lens, I don't know yet. Oh, this is mirror, I know. So do those problems and you will probably see that 15-20 questions are answered in half an hour. So that's basically 1/3 of the test you answered in 1/4 of the time. You don't have to go back to those questions. Now, okay, electric field. The instructor was saying something, the TA was saying something. Fortunately, the equations are listed in order, not jumbled up. Okay, this looks like the equation of flux. Let me try it. So, if you are really scoping it out, multiple choice, there are good things and bad things. Good thing is if I don't make mistake, one of the answer is correct. So some students take the approach, plug it in, see which one is correct. And if you get the correct answer, move on. But I also know, I also have seen and things that one should not actually make a strategy for long-term success. And it is, some students try very choices, take each choice and try to work it back. It's a time-consuming process. And the other is, this is also accidentally I discovered probably 10 or 12 years ago. I don't need to know where you are from, but one of the local school districts here teaches students that if a question is hard, pick C as the answer. It happened. Students actually told me so. That
I thought that was just like a myth.
Urban legend.
I don't know. Something
no,
people said.
it's. I mean, if it is universal knowledge, unfortunately,
I don't think it's good advice.
no, I don't think it is good advice. I can show you each semester there is at least one student who finishes final exam in 20 minutes, and that's why I offer 20 minutes grace time for someone to come in, marking all answers as C. All answers as C. It's grading is very easy for me in that case, but chance of success, if there are 5 choices, 20%. Certainly not an approach to get average score of 80% that you.
I don't know. I feel like for the online courses, like it seems like the average is
No. There is, the reason I mentioned 48 questions out of 60 is there is a reason behind it, and probably the whole class is going to fall off a little bit. And that is, you take an online test with all the resources surrounding you, you feel a lot more comfortable then sitting in the classroom with just the equations in there. And that is where side comment, something that I said on Friday, you or before, you are only going to get the equations that are needed. I can flood you with millions and millions of equations. And by you, I don't mean you. You will be flipping through the pages all the time. That's not the point. The point is, well, electric field, 1 charge, 2 charge, you know how to do the calculation. Here is the equation. But you still have to do it within a specified time. Anyway, I think what you are trying to address, and that is a fix that I don't have. Testing always is how the adrenaline is flowing in your body during that time.
Yeah.
If the mind gets freezed, even if you know everything, I mean, it has happened to me. It has happened to me, you just rush. And that's why you want to look for things that you should know, even if it is 1/3 of the content. Look for those questions and do them first. It actually, probably, which is safe, gets your it juices flowing or calms you down. And
Well, I appreciate that.
okay,
Did you say you were going to give everybody the list of equations before the exam or not?
I did.
Oh, it's right there. Okay. Look at that. Okay.
They're all here. I mean, I'm still going to go through the symbols and the final version may look just to make sure everything is
Pick a subject that you think is confusing. We might all benefit.
No, if someone has a mindset, I'm going to fail, we are going to fail. If you have a mindset, I'm going to do it, you will.
Okay.
You will do it.
He's thinking.
It's been a long week for me, so.
I know it's been a long week for me too. I had 3 midterms and then one final exam in the lab. Along with that, looking at what's going to happen next semester.
I don't want to point out you forgot to switch May into December.
Oh, May.
Up there.
Maybe that's what I was thinking ahead. It's a very good point.
Things get a little jumbled this point in the semester. There's a lot going on.
Okay, but can I? Oh, at least I put the final exam date correct. Oops. Can I do it? Can I do it? Looks like I can. Oops. Where did I open it? Right here. Okay, it will get posted very soon.
Okay. So you have in there what we're doing on Tuesday and Thursday, just basically reviewing, right?
Tuesday and Thursday, yes, whatever her version
Okay.
is. But specifically, because she graded the quiz quite lightly, she should be able to explain. That's what my expectation is.
Okay.
So, but that's what, anything that you have questions on, just ask. If you want, you can bring the same questions back here on Wednesday.
Okay.
If you want, if you have any questions, I can pull up the quiz answers also.
Okay. Did you post the quiz answers? You did post the quiz answers?
Yeah, I think all answers are posted.
Okay.
Give me 30 seconds. Okay, anything else? Thanks for pointing that out. It's
Oh.
what? Nothing else? You are free to go anytime you want.
No questions? No?
But please do make sure to entertain me on Wednesday by asking some questions.
Okay. Are you going to hand out those formulas or should they?
Those will be included as last 2 pages in
Oh,
the
okay.
test booklet.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to print out.
Okay.